It's now time for the Brown Brothers and Friends Saturday morning talk show. Get ready to laugh your ass off.
It must be Halloween, because here come the spooks.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony!
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Are you saying I'm stealing?
The man didn't say you was stealing beer. Now come on over here and sit down and shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up, Benny. I would tell you to kiss my ass too, but you probably can't find it, you blind motherfucker.
Inspector T, how you doing?
Where the fuck you been, Foley?
Wait a second. Look, I just thought that if there was a problem...
Don't think, Axel. It makes my dick itch.
You have African-American rappers saying N-word this and N-word that, but a Caucasian can't.
So say it.
Say what?
Say the word you want to say.
I'm not saying that I want to say it. I'm just saying that I can't.
Sure you can. Say it. Say it right now. I will say it with you.
You got candy?
Yeah! I do that right now!
Time to get correctly.
We don't got no goddamn band! We don't need to fucking practice, Randy! We don't need a shit-ass manager neither! You motherfuckers! Y'all just a bunch of losers!
Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah, we back. Oh, man. I'm ready to talk about a lot of stuff that we got to talk about today, man. It's exciting. I'm really excited about it. We got some guests in the house. Well, we got one guest in the house. And, man, we just finna have a great time today. We finna have a good time. We finna chill. We finna kick it. We finna talk about politics and everything like that. Nah, I'm just playing. He already got nervous. He's like, I told you guys I didn't vote for Trump. We finna have a good time, man. And don't adjust your screen if you're watching it on Facebook. Yes, we do have a white guy in the studio with us. And it is not a shocker. We are not racist over here. We're equal opportunists. And everybody's welcome, okay? So with that being said, Chris, how was your week?
My week was fun. Good. Busy.
Good and busy?
Good and busy.
That's a good white answer. It was just
what you expected.
Bro, how was your week?
It was good, man. You know, I got some stuff accomplished. You know, I'm glad to see the weekend come. I can spend some time with my wife, you know what I'm saying, chill. You know what I'm saying? I don't have one of my children, you know what I'm saying? I got the oldest one. Well, the second oldest one. So, you know, but he always in his room doing what he want to do. So it's going to be me and wifey time today. We're going to go do some things and chill. And
well, you ain't got to be PG with it. When you say wifey time, we as adults know what that means.
No, it ain't all about that. You know what I'm saying? See, when you a real man, you know what I'm saying? You know, you gotta caress it, and just the caress of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Until it's fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do certain things to make it right. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, sorry.
Why did you have to get all deep and philosophy?
I've been watching a lot of Black History stuff.
Really, Black History? Why? You know what? Let's talk about Black History since we on the subject, man. Chris, what do you know about Black History?
I mean, what do you want to know?
I mean, teach me something, brother. I mean, because the thing about Black History with me. When I was a kid, all we learned was we were slaves and Martin Luther King. That's all we learned.
That's it.
So that's all we learned.
And Malcolm X was bad.
Yeah. That's all we learned.
That might be part of the Southern upbringing.
Well, that's right. I forgot. You're from Philadelphia, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And everything I know about Philadelphia came from the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks and Denzel Washington. So that kind of like locked in how I felt about everybody from Philadelphia.
I mean, storyline-wise, maybe not our best representation. They're two Oscar winners, though, correct?
Yeah, so definitely.
They got a star-studded lineup for. They could have picked a better movie about it. I mean, there are other things that happened there that could have been addressed.
You know what else? You know what I feel bad about that movie though?
What?
Antonio Banderas. He was in that movie.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was partner.
He was look, we gonna skip the bullshit. All right, pardon all that. He was fucking Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks was the only one that caught AIDS. And if you ain't seen the movie, I'm finna fuck it up for you. Tom Hanks dies at the end, okay? But he wins the case. So that's pretty much Philadelphia. And it's a great movie. Like you said, it had a lot of Oscar winners in there. And it represents the city of Philadelphia well because the Eagles are fucking... Well, we ain't gonna go there. And speaking of football, man, we got a big game coming up this weekend, man, with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Now, I'm not really going to watch it. I haven't watched the Super Bowl since the Cowboys went because I'm a Cowboy fan. So, as you know, we ain't been in years, so I ain't seen the Super Bowl in years. So, with that being said, who do y'all think is going to pull it out this Sunday?
Well, I had a chance to watch it last year, and all the way up until the fourth quarter with 8 minutes left to go, I was very excited, but Kansas City found a way to come back and just beat the shit out of my boys. I don't know what happened, but I do know who fault it was. Mm-hmm. I can blame 2 people for that loss of that game, and I would like to say it was Kyle Shanahan. Don't like him. And Jimmy Garoppolo. Don't like him. I think both of them need to go, and we need to get a new coach in there and a new quarterback, and I think we'll be good, and we'll be back in the Super Bowl. But as far as these Super Bowl this week, I'm pulling from Tom Brady, man. I want to see him do it in both conferences. You know what I'm saying? To me, Joe Montana was the GOAT, but he done passed Joe Montana. It's no doubt. So I'm going to root for him. I like Tom Brady.
Look, Tom Brady will never be the GOAT until he gets a Sega Genesis football game named after him, okay?
That's not fair.
Joe Montana Sports Talk Football is going to go down in history as one of the greatest video games that talk, okay? Till Tom Brady gets one of those, I'm sorry, he's not the GOAT. All right? That's how I feel about it.
They probably going to get rid of Madden and call it Tom Brady.
Tom Brady football?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. I just don't think that – well, I do think that Tom Brady is probably the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. But he can't really be solidified as the GOAT until he gets a video game named after him.
Now, I'll tell you now, if they come out with a Tom Brady football game, I want some money from it because I said it first on here.
I said it first.
Well, you said you didn't have one.
Didn't have one. I named it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you're not getting anything.
And Chris, don't.
What if it's like TB12 football? Do I get paid because I just said it now? Like,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
But you got to break us off because you're on our show.
Most definitely.
now, Chris, tell the people a little bit about yourself, man. How did you? First of all, how do you know us, and who do you be hanging around, and how did you get invited to the show?
Well, I mean, Richard and I work together in the same department. We all work, for the same company, which we ain't got to go into.
Right.
And I don't know. I was just bullshitting with Richard, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come on the show?" And I was like, "Why me?" I'm nobody.
Well, Chris, look here, man. And I talked to you a little bit about this before the show started. On our show, we don't give a fuck if you got millions of dollars or you got 10 cents in your bank account.
Okay.
Everybody has a voice. And people, they want to get in there and listen to celebrities talk about bullshit and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's cool, but celebrities don't really have real problems.
No.
All right? And they don't really know how to cut up. I mean, they got to be politically correct. Ooh, shit, I almost fucked that word up.
Yeah.
They got to be politically correct on just about everything they say. With us, we don't give a shit. You sue us, that's gonna bring some attention our way. So
you ain't getting shit.
So now we like everybody to know that everybody's welcome and anybody can come on our show. I mean, we've had celebrities and we've had some people that ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? So not saying that you ain't shit. I'm just saying we've had people that wasn't shit on the show and they won't come back.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? That's how we get down over here. But moving forward, man, I want to talk a little bit about this new venture I've been on, man, and it's kind of crazy. And I told them all I was going to shout them out today on the show. As a matter of fact, VR is real is what I call the show today.
Oh, really?
And the reason I say that is because virtual reality. At first, we were just playing video games and shit in there, right?
Yeah.
We was having fun playing video games, and I mean, it was cool. Everything was good with the video game, but then, we got on there and got to socializing and getting into this thing called Altspace. Now, for people who don't know, Altspace, you create your avatar, you create your own house, you put up pictures and all that kind of stuff. People are even building their own house now through a different software and importing it into the game. But I said all that to say this. With COVID and everything going on and people being locked down and not able to leave their house and all that kind of stuff and socialize like they really miss doing. I mean, because my brother knows I love going out and socializing and being in the midst. I mean, I do stand-up comedy, so I love being out and about amongst the community. Well, with all this shit hit, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So Allspace gives you a chance to get out and socialize and just be yourself. And it's cool because not only can you do that, but you can also do shows. And that's one of the things that I was missing, doing shows. And, going to Allspace, they built comedy clubs. We can do stand-up shows in there. DJs can actually we went to a club the other night. And the DJ was spinning on the ones and twos. I mean, it was nice. People was in there having a good time. People were drinking in the game. I mean, the avatar, it looks like they're drinking. I don't know what they're doing at home, but it's fun. Yeah. And the cool thing about this is you can do shit in the game that you thought about doing in real life, but you didn't really want to do because you were scared you might go to jail. But like the other night, we went to the club and got to fighting. And that shit was great.
Yeah.
I mean, I done hit a bitch in the face with a glass and busted. I mean, it's just some cool shit. I had to go to court in VR for the shit. But, I mean, it was fun. I ain't never been on trial for assault charges, but in VR, I have. It was great. I mean, it's a lot of things that you get to live out and have fun with, man. And I think this is the next way. Like, if you ain't got a VR, get you one and just and test it out. Because, I mean, it's an experience, man. It's an experience in a lifetime. Now, I will say this. Be careful where you go in VR.
Yeah.
Because if you're not careful, you can end up in some locations that you probably don't want to be at. Like, I don't know how y'all end up at this dating. Can you tell me a little bit about that, bro?
It was a speed dating.
Uh-huh.
And it was for the alphabet community. And I was just following my cousins. And we got in there, and it was a dude, one of my cousins said, hey, man, that's a nice suit. You know what I'm saying? Dude was like, yeah. I did this. I set this all up, man. Then I guess dude got so excited. He like, yeah, here we go. Some single fellas. It's a single fellas in here tonight. I said, I see y'all. Deuces. Because I'm not sticking around for homosexuality.
So they scared you away that quick?
Yeah, man, I don't play that shit.
So hold on. So you left. What about the other two?
They say.
Okay. So they stayed. Was there any reason why they stayed? Did they give you any...
No, they didn't give me no reason. It just like it was fun talking to people.
Did they have a good time and make lots of friends?
I guess they did.
Oh, good.
I mean, look, socializing is great. You know, what I'm saying? Regardless of who it is, I don't give a damn who you are, what you do in your own private life.
Right.
So socializing is cool. And if you ain't never talked to a gay dude, that shit is funny as hell. I mean,
it's cool, but hold on, don't try to make me out to be something.
No, I'm not making you out to be
homophobe. Now, when he said, yes, it's some single fellas in here tonight, that's my cue.
Right.
That this nigga, the conversation is not going to go like, hey, dog, what you play football? Anything like that? It's going to go, hey, who you seeing and shit. Like, no, dude, I'm not with that.
Right.
I need to leave.
And that's fair. I mean, yeah, you left quietly. You ain't make
a
scene.
I didn't say y'all, fuck this guy.
And that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, now, in your case, that was a dating place, so therefore you don't need to be there.
Right.
So I get that, you know what I'm saying? But no, I was just saying, like, I didn't want people to think that we totally against, people's sexuality. If that's what they do, that's what they do. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't have been there speed dating gay. That's just not some shit I want to check off my bucket list.
But it didn't say gay. It just said speed dating. You know what I'm saying? It didn't say no homosexual stuff behind it.
What's the colors of it?
It was
colors. It wasn't no rainbow colors or nothing?
I think way in the sky it was. Because when you do set up talk to a person, they had like some booths way in the sky that was rainbow colored. And that kind of, brought my attention to that too. I like anytime I go somewhere that got a bunch of rainbows, I'm like, okay, this is one of those places.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They took the most prettiest thing that happened when it rains and they took it from us. So
I mean, it is what it is.
I mean, did it belong to anyone?
The rainbow?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
do you feel robbed?
Well,
because when you look at a rainbow now, you look at it different.
But you know what?
Not in real life. Like when I see it painted on something, I would just I operate under the assumption that like they're gay.
It's funny you say that though, because I used to get mad about it, but then I was like, damn, did it really belong to anybody? Did it?
It belonged to the world.
Doesn't it still?
No, they took it for themselves. You see what I'm saying? They took it and made it into their community.
Well, y'all can have the rainbow.
Well, it's like you don't see it.
No,
Well, I
I
mean-
like I see it, but like
So
if I were to just see one in the sky, like still enjoy it.
It ain't mine.
So what?
It's every.
So what about the color pink?
Huh?
What about the color pink?
I never rocked pink.
What about pink starburst?
Yeah, I ate pink Starburst, but that's different. That's
Okay.
something you eat.
I'm just checking.
Do they got anything that you can eat that's rainbow colored or something like that?
A lollipop. You know,
Yeah.
the,
Like
the
that
one,
big
yeah,
ass one?
yeah, the big one.
Yeah.
You know what? That's another thing I ain't never just really been a big fan of. Just eating a big ass lollipop. I don't want to suck anything like. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to suck anything. I really don't want to. You know what? There's no way of saying that to sound straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not sucking shit. Let's just put it that way. All right.
Right.
There we go. All right. And you got. Why do you have to say stuff aggressively when you're trying not to sound gay?
I don't know. I mean, I guess
That's what
like, that
straight
sounds like
males do, man.
overcompensating.
You say overcompensate, but you from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
But that's what straight males do, man. We like you can see your homeboy on Facebook post up a picture, and you won't just come out and say, "Hey, man, you look good, man." Even though you trying to give your homeboy a compliment, you be like, "Man, I see you, bro." You know what I'm saying? You gotta give up slide shots like that, man, because you gotta protect your manhood nowadays, man. You can categorize real quick.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy as hell, man. The way it's like you have to, you got to be too careful with everything you do now.
Right.
It's crazy. I just go back to the '80s when you just say whatever the fuck you wanted to say. But Chris, you wasn't born in the '80s, though, were you?
I was born in '89.
You was born in '89.
Yeah, I lived
Just made it.
3 months in the '80s.
Damn, '89. So like, you ain't seen shit yet.
I mean, define shit.
Well, it's like you missed a lot of movies in the '80s, man. That was great.
Any examples?
Man, shit. I mean, it was just it's too many to name, man. But it was a lot. Oh,
I mean, I've watched movies from the '80s.
Really,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
I'm telling the reason I say that because like me and my brother, we grew up on movies in the '80s. That's probably why we act the way we act.
Yeah.
Because the movies in the '80s were, to me, were one of some of the greatest movies ever. Because that's when they took chances. That's why I don't like about Hollywood now. Hollywood don't take chances. They
They
remake.
just do remakes.
Yeah, they do
Yeah.
remakes. They don't like in the '80s. Plus I think that was like the initial time when they just started doing drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? So cause
I really think so.
well, I mean, I think that's when they really start. Like cocaine was just like really getting into the industry, and I think they was like, you know what? Yeah, that seemed like a good idea. Let's run it.
Okay.
But, so, and the reason I say that is because if you look at the '80s, a lot of shit they created back then, it didn't even go to the theater. That shit went straight to VHS. They had movies where it was like a guy. Let's strap this guy to a tank, and we'll call him Cyberman, and he's supposed to be saving the universe. That sounds great. Let's run it.
Yeah.
Movies from the 80s was like Nintendo games.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is they would just come out with a game and throw it out there.
Yeah.
Just like the movies. They would just throw movies out there, and they'd be good. You know what I'm saying? The 80s movies was great.
Great though. I mean, this is so vague. Like you're like a whole decade of movies. Like The Untouchables was made in the '80s.
Yeah.
Well,
Back to the Future was made in the 80s.
movies like that.
I like that movie.
I love Back to the Future.
Yeah, those movies they're great because those are mainstream movies. I'm talking about the movies that wasn't mainstream, like just shit that you like. Class of Nukem High.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, but it's not mainstream.
Heavenly Kid.
That was a good movie, but it wasn't mainstream. So it was a lot
I
of
never heard it.
yeah. I mean, and dude, these are good movies, man. And but the reason I say that is because it seemed like they had imagination back then. It seemed like they wasn't scared to take chances. Now you got all these big fucking budgets, and you making shit don't nobody want to see. I mean, I'm just being real. If it ain't Marvel, I pretty much don't even look at it too much now.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that, even though this new Wanda and Vision shit, that shit is some garbage. It's on the Disney Plus channel.
Not familiar.
Well, I'm a big Marvel fan. I like comic books and shit like that. So when I got Disney Plus just so I can watch that shit. So it's a waste of time for me. For as of right now, I mean, maybe I give it a chance. They got a few more episodes. Hopefully it'll get better. But right now, I'm not enjoying that shit, and I feel like I wasted my money. But moving on, let's talk a little bit about. Like I said, I know we said we wasn't gonna talk about certain things, and I'm trying to stay away from that, due to the fact
It's your
that no, but due to the fact, but certain things that it's not based on what happened in the Capitol. It's another video that we saw. It's white on white crime.
Right.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy because people, when you come across somebody in the streets, you never know what somebody's going through. Okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to switch it up just a little bit because that shit right there, it kind of was disturbing.
Right.
That was a video, and I think a lot of people have been talking about it.
Yeah.
They was outside shoveling snow.
I'm not
gonna show it to you after it's over with. I'm not gonna play the video right now because I don't want to. 2 people got murdered.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, 3 people died.
3. Yeah, well, because he killed himself.
Yeah.
Neighbors now. They live right across the street from one another. Outside shoveling snow.
Mm-hmm.
Think shit happened in Pennsylvania or Philadelphia.
I don't know where it happened.
I think it happened in Philadelphia.
That sounds right.
No, I'm just. But here's the thing, man. I mean, I can live across the street from somebody and not like them and not have to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
That's people I don't like that I stay away from. I don't have to have any type of communication whatsoever with them. But to lose your life over some words, people, what are we doing? I mean, that doesn't make sense.
No.
And maybe it was something that stirred up, over a course of time or whatnot. Maybe it overflowed and boom, that was the outcome. But even with that being said, you can't talk reckless to anybody. For one, you don't know what they're going through.
Right.
And if you're not willing to die for a situation, ain't no sense in crying about it. And in this situation, they came out. The guy came outside, and they were arguing back and forth. It looked like it. Bottom line, they said it was over some snow. I guess he shoveled some snow and put it on their side, and they wasn't happy with that. And hey, we gonna address it. We gonna say what it is. White woman was acting like a Karen.
Yo, I got yelled at by a white woman for where I was throwing snow once back in Philly.
Really?
Yeah. She came out with a glass of wine and yelled at me. And then when I talked back to her, she told me I was threatening her.
Wow.
Yeah.
That happened to you?
Yeah, she might be like Karen Patient Zero. Like, she's the original Karen, I think.
And for 1 second of that time, you was black.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She was like, yo, that was aggravating. I was like, this dumb bitch.
It's annoying, man. It's annoying.
And that's the thing, man, because even with her on that video, she was going off and talking about, you're the fucking moron, you fucking loser, and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, dude, let the shit go. You know what I'm saying? Then, dude, he walked away. In his defense, he walked away.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time he was walking away, they was calling him names. Now, to each his own. If somebody call me a name and I'm walking away, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Call me out, say whatever you want to say. As long as you don't put your hands on me, we good. But apparently, he had enough. Went in his house, got a gun. Came outside, let off a couple of warning shots. Entitled people, they was like, put the gun away. Put the gun away. Now, to each his own. Hey, if you feel like a badass and you want to, hey, do you. But if a motherfucker let off a couple of warning shots, it's time to retreat.
Yeah.
Well, apparently they didn't think so. And they steady more kept talking and hurling insults at him while he had the gun. Well, he decided he had enough, so he shot one of them. And the guy that got shot, he retreated and he was yelling, call the police, I've been shot. And the Karen, she's steady more being a Karen, he popped her ass too. She hit the ground and she kept talking.
Yeah.
She was like, fuck you. Which that Karen was kind of gangster. Because the whole time she went down, she was still hurling insults. You shoot my ass, it's over. You win.
I'm sorry
instantly.
You were right.
He shot her ass. She hit the ground, and she's still hurling insults. He walked up to her, popped her again. Then he walked over to the man and shot him a couple of times. Now, he's gasping for air. Now, it's pretty much over.
Mm-hmm.
He walks off. I think it's over. Apparently, he went in the house and thought about it some more, came back outside with a goddamn AR. Popped Karen one more time, and it was over for her, and popped him again, and that was cookies for both of them. Now, all this, and needless to say, he went in the house and killed himself too.
Yeah.
But all this over some fucking words?
Man.
Yeah. I mean, that's just a series of bad decisions by everyone. They're
right.
Totally avoidable.
Man, look, man, I don't joke on anything, you know what I'm saying, that's serious like that. But shit that could have been avoided had y'all both just walked away and said, you know what, didn't nobody wake up that morning and say, oh, I'm finna go out here and die. Nah, dude, really?
Yeah.
You threw your life away, and I'm pretty sure they had kids.
Yeah.
Anything I do, I think about my family. I think about my family and how to affect them. What's the next step? What they got to do. If I make a bad decision, it's going to affect more than just me. And that's what people need to start thinking about. Because there's a lot of shit that's going on this day and age. People are making dumbass decisions, and it's affecting more people than just the people that they, that was actually involved in the situation.
Right.
And I think people need to really start using their fucking brain and think before they act. Because right now there's a lot of senseless fucking activities going on out here that could be avoided, including that storming the Capitol shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's people living too much in the moment. They're not thinking about what's ahead. What could happen if I do this?
Exactly. And that ignorant ass shit. I'm telling you, man, look, people, wake the fuck up, because right now, if you bent on, being racist or being mad or being pissed off at a certain race or a certain country, it's way more issues going on right now. We got a worldwide pandemic going on where people are sick and dying. I'm scared of COVID. I ain't got time to worry about motherfuckers being racist and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm scared. My health, right now, that's the most important thing. People getting healthy and surviving this shit. All that other shit that y'all trying to kick, man, dude, let that shit go. Chris, please, let it go.
I'm trying. It's so hard. I just want to go back to the bar.
Now, let me ask you this, Chris, because you're a white guy. And
noticeably.
Do you feel like sometimes that you get misclassified as a racist just because you're white?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Not in my experience. No.
You don't think black people look at you and be like, "Oh, he's automatically racist"?
Fuck no.
No, and the reason I ask that is because I know some black people that will look at a white person and be like, "Man, fuck them, they racist." I'm like, "But do you know them?" No. I'm like, "Well, dude, how can you call them racist if you don't know them?"
Yeah.
And vice versa. I know some white people that's just straight racist, and they don't even know, the guy ain't it, but it's all about how you raised.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another thing that I would love to address. Because like I said, we have anybody in here. I done had Trump supporters in this bitch and everything, man. Now they get quiet. They don't say much. And that's one thing I do appreciate about Trump, about him coming out. It allowed me to know who my social media friends were.
Okay.
Because it was a lot of people that showed their true colors about how they really felt about a certain situation.
People felt real comfortable.
Yeah,
like real comfortable and open.
Yeah, and that's one thing I do thank Trump for is removing the sheets, basically.
Yeah,
if that's what you want to call it, because it's a lot of people I was like, wow, that's how you really feel.
Right.
And I asked him, I said, bro, me and you went to war together. You know what I'm saying? We done protected each other. You know what I'm saying? I done had your back, you done had my back, and this is how you really feel. I said, why do you feel that way? He was like, well, I'm just saying this. I said, but do you, and I'm trying to say this politically correct because, you know what I'm saying, we got people listening and I don't want them to be like, they just bashing shit.
Okay.
But to me, when I hear Trump and Make America Great Again and Proud Boys, I hear KKK. That's what I hear.
Most definitely.
Definitely Proud Boys.
That's what I hear. I mean, hey, don't shoot the messenger. That's what I hear. That's what I see.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's a lot more that goes into that. I mean, the fact that some of the money that he got was funded through it's just a lot of shit that goes on with that. Now, am I saying everybody's perfect? No, I'm not. But, I'm going to call it what it is, man. I mean, I'm just saying, that's what I see. So if you can't understand why I don't like a certain situation because of how it affects me and my people, then, dude, I mean, why are we even, come on, man. Open your eyes. That's all I'm asking. Open your eyes. So, Chris, please. Open your eyes. No, I'm just.
I go back to the optometrist. My eyes are open, but my glasses suck.
But no, man, I just wanted to get that out, man, because when I said what I said a few weeks ago, I got a lot of backlash. A lot of people hit me in the inbox, and they was like, "Wow, man, when you think you know a person," and I was like, "That's fucked up," because all I said was, and I'm gonna keep saying it. All I said was, if black people would have stormed the Capitol, it would have been a mass justified shooting.
Yep.
And I think everybody felt that way.
The fucking army would have been called.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they'd have run out of ammo.
Yeah.
Right.
Airdropping crates of fucking ammo.
Yeah.
Like Call of
Everybody know what would really happen if people of my color was to storm the Capitol. It would have been terrible, to be honest. It would have been horrible.
But I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Now, let's go back to VR because, like I said, I wanted to address all that stuff first and then move on to the show. Let's go back to VR because
storm the Capitol in VR.
You know what? I'm surprised they haven't made a map where you can actually do that yet.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, I wouldn't do it, but I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody actually created something where they can do that. Let's take a look at Damn, did y'all? Is it hot in here?
Mm-mm.
It's not.
I'm a little warm.
Oh yeah, I got hot all of a sudden. I don't know why. Hey, bro, can you carry the show on right quick? I'll be right back. I gotta go get me some water.
Okay. Well, like he was saying, let's go to VR. Oh, sorry. VR, you can do a lot of different stuff. That's what I was telling you about at work the other day.
Yeah.
You know, it brings out a lot in yourself. You know, you go out there, you communicate. Like, I have a problem with communicating a lot. Like, I can't just walk up to somebody like my brother and just start a conversation. I have to sit back and feel people out first.
Yeah.
That's why I be so quiet sometimes, especially when you see me at work. I just be quiet, and I really feel people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then once I get to know you, then you see the real me. You know what I'm saying? I'm loud, funny, like to joke, you know. But, yeah, VR brings a lot of that out of you. I want a lot of people to actually go out there and get one so everybody can actually, you know, see what we're experiencing.
Yeah.
And once, you know, right now it's not a lot of people on there, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? But of course I ain't went through everywhere that's allow you to go, but I still see the same old people everywhere I go. So, you know, if more people get it, I think it'll be a lot better as well.
Yeah.
But no, it's real fun. It's you know, you can go play poker, you can go do all kind of stuff like that, and you know, it's escape from reality.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, getting into a fight sounds fun.
Yeah. I mean, we couldn't really hit each other.
No,
but it was cool.
I mean,
though.
mayhem sounds enjoyable.
Yeah.
I want to put it on Black Friday and like elbow some old lady, you know.
But if you get a group of people, you know what I'm saying, that you know, and y'all get on it every day around the same time, it becomes enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's cool to have. You know what I'm saying? And I love playing it.
Yeah.
But my brother got me hooked onto it.
On the video games too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that's all I knew about it before you mentioned like socializing on it.
Sorry, guys. Yeah, man, I got hot all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the heat on or what.
Yeah, hot flashes.
Oh man, but like I was saying with VR is like super cool, man. Cause like I've met a lot of different people, and I've actually built a lot of relationships in VR. Yeah, can you bring it in? Thank you. Get that for me. Appreciate it. And I've done a lot of things that normally I wouldn't get a chance to do, you know, due to the fact that we got this pandemic and everything going on. So the fact that we can actually go to comedy clubs and keep our comedy club and do comedy now is great. Mm-hmm. So, oh man, guys, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and I hate to say this, I hate to do this, man, but dude, I am like all of a sudden, I done got dizzy and everything, man. I'm serious, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I'm gonna cut the show kind of short today. I do apologize about that, fans. I do apologize. I don't know what's going on. But I'm getting a little dizzy or whatnot. So we'll definitely be back next week and same time. But right now I have got to figure out what's going on because I'm getting lightheaded and all that, and I don't want to pass out on the show.
Please don't.
But tune in next week, 10 to 11, and we're gonna try to kick it back off and everything of that nature. I do apologize about this, man. But man, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So I'm gonna holler at you all next week. And thank you all for tuning in. I do apologize, but we'll be back next week. Thank you. Oh, man, I don't.